Friends, how are you? I hope you're doing awesome. We're going to play a little game. By the time we're done, this game will be the shield that helps you to know age 25. All right, so we're going to play the what comes next game. What comes going down? What comes next? Going sideways. The shield to your success. Come with me, I will teach you the tricks of the trade. This is the what comes next game, guys. So I would like you to anticipate what comes next going that way or that way. I will call out a process from the 49. I will ask you what comes next going down and what comes next going across. Are you ready? Develop project charter. Develop project charter, of course you know, it's your shield to project management success. So tell me, what comes next going down in the process groups? Do you remember? I'm going to give you about 3 seconds and I want you to tell me what comes next. 1, 2, 3. If you chatted in identify stakeholders, you're right. Very good. What comes next after develop project charter going that way? If you chatted in develop project management plan, awesome. Come on, let's go. We've got a lot to cover. So folks, after develop project charter going down, we have identify stakeholders. After identify stakeholders, we move into planning. So I'm hoping that your answer was identify stakeholders. But tell me, what comes next after identify stakeholders going across? 3, 2, 1. Plan stakeholder engagement. Good. All right, let's go back up to develop project management plan. So we are now in planning and we're going down. Tell me, what comes after develop project management plan? If you guessed plan scope management, you're correct. What comes after plan scope management going down? Remember, it's 3 seconds. Collect requirements. What comes after collect requirements going down? Define scope. Remember, the aim of the game is for you to beat me before I say it. What comes after define scope going down? Create WBS. Now, if you jump across create WBS to the next thing you have in that line, what comes next? Did you get validate scope? If so, you are correct. All right, let's jump back into planning. Are you following along? Is this making sense for you? What comes after create WBS going down? Plan schedule management. What comes after plan schedule management going down? Define activities. What comes after define activities going down? Sequence activities. What comes after sequence activities going down? EAD, estimate activity durations. How many of these things are you getting right? Am I alone in this exercise? I hope not. This is the shield to your success, remember. After estimate activity durations, what do we have? Develop schedule. Good. Come along. After develop schedule, we are now shifting areas. We're shifting knowledge areas. So we're now talking about plan cost management, okay? I hope you got that one. After plan cost management, what comes next? Estimate cost. After estimate cost, what comes next? Determine budget. After determine budget, what comes next? We change knowledge areas. That's a clue. What comes next? Plan quality management. After plan quality management, what comes next? Come on, we've got a lot to cover. After plan quality management comes plan resource management. And after plan resource management, we have estimate what? Estimate activity resources. You see, I know those of you who are light years ahead may feel this is a very elementary exercise. But the truth is a lot of people don't know this stuff. So after estimate activity resources, we are changing knowledge areas, okay? We are going to which knowledge area? Come on, let's have it. Good. We're now into communications. What is the first process here? Plan communications management. Very good. Still going down. What comes next? We're changing knowledge areas. Plan risk management. Very good. After plan risk management, what comes next? Identify risks. After identify risks, what comes next? Perform what? I didn't hear you. Qualitative risk analysis. Very good. After perform qualitative risk analysis, what comes next? Perform quantitative risk analysis. After that, what comes next? PRR, plan risk responses. I hope you're following along, and I hope it's helping you jog your memory. Okay? Now we're changing knowledge areas. We're going down one. Which one is it? Procurement. Procurement management. So in procurement management, the first process is plan procurement management. I hope you're beating me to the game, because the whole idea is to find out if you have the shield to success. I'm a bit curious to know how many of these you got right. But anyway, plan procurement management is what you have next. And after plan procurement management, you have another knowledge area. But it's not the first process in that knowledge area, it's the second. And I've actually asked you about it. Do you know which one it is? Do you know? Plan stakeholder engagement. Good. So the good news is this. We are done with planning. We're now moving into executing. Now, I hate to tell you this, but the thing about executing, it has an extremely sharp edge. And if you're not careful, this is exactly what is going to happen. You don't want that to happen. You got to get your executing down pat. This is a razor sharp domain. Executing is brutal. Anyway, let's spare the gory details for later. Let's start off from the very first process. What's the first process at the top? What is the first process at the top? Okay, thank you for chatting that in. Direct and manage project work. What comes after direct and manage project work going that way? Going across, you know? Going across, not below, across. MCPW, thank you very much. Good. All right. So let's get back into executing. You see what I'm trying to make you do? I'm trying to make you think both down and across. I want you to have that image so clear in your head that if someone said direct and manage project work, you know, oh, it's monitor and control across, and down is, what do we have going down? Down is, nope, that is not correct. It is manage project. Okay, seems like you got it right. Manage project knowledge. Good job. Now, after managed project knowledge, there is quite a drop because we don't have anything in executing for quite a bit. Nothing in executing in scope, nothing in executing in schedule, nothing in executing in cost. But then we get into quality. So what do we have in quality that's in executed? Come on. Did you chat in managed quality? If you did, you are correct. Managed quality comes next. After managed quality, we're going down. Remember, we're going into the resource area. And this is where you have the terrible three. Do you know what the terrible three are? I've talked about the terrible three before on this channel. Do you know what they are? That sounded like Pimpy's voice. Where did he come from? But anyway, we're talking about the terrible three in resources. So I'll give you acronyms for them. AR. What is AR? Acquire resources. Acquire resources. Of course, you know what that is. After you acquire the resources, what happens? What happens? You develop. Did I say EAR? The terrible three is ADR. So it's A for acquire, D for develop, and ADM, M for manage. So I've given you the clues. So you're acquiring, you're developing, you're managing, ADM. I've made it easy for you. Acquire resources, develop team, manage team. All right? Are you doing well? I hope you are. Okay, good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So let's keep on with the journey here. Let's keep going. So now we are going into another knowledge area. Remember, we are in resources. We are now getting into communications. Now, this is a very important one. This is where all communications, like the actual art of communicating, happens. Managed communications. Okay? After managed communications, what comes next? Come on. We're going down to another knowledge area. Which one is it? A risk. We're going to risk. So we've got implement risk responses. Don't forget that one. It's one of PMI's favorites, being a new process. So we've got implement risk responses. We're going down a level again. We're going down to procurement. What comes next? Someone said manage. No, this is not manage. This is one of the anomalies. This is conduct procurement. All right? I hope you're following along. Those of you who are new, or those of you that have trouble, I know a lot of you have trouble doing this. That's why I'm taking time out to help you with this game. Don't think I'm being a goofball. Well, I am being a goofball, but that's not all. I'm trying to help you, okay? So in trying to help you, I'm trying to spice it up to make it interesting. Just stop looking at me like I've lost my mind. I haven't. I'm just trying to help you. Come on, let's go. All right, so we've talked about implement risk responses. Now we're talking about conduct procurement, where a lot of stuff happens. Do you know that in conduct procurement, there are at least 5 different things that happen? Can you mention all 5 of them for me? In conduct procurement, 1, you are advertising. Did you know that? So all of those RFPs, RFQs, RFIs, you're sending them out here. Okay? 2, you're having bidder conferences. Did you know that? Okay? 3, you are negotiating. Did you know that? 4, you're taking a look at source selection criteria to ensure that you really indeed have selected the right person. And 5, this is where you award the contract. Did you know all that? A ton of things, folks. So now we are at procurement, conduct procurement. There's 1 left. What is the final process in the line of executed? Come on. We've got a lot to do. Let's move. So the final process, by the time I get to the end of the corridor, I want to hear it from you. 3, 2, 1. Let's hear it. What is it? What is the final process in executing? Well, if you chatted in, what did you chat in? What? Hang on a second. Let me see what they chatted in. What on earth was chatted in? Oh, okay. So managed stakeholder engagement, my assistant tells me you killed it. My goodness. I need to get your name down and report you to the PMI for good behavior. Don't worry. Good behavior. I can report you for good behavior. So, folks, managed stakeholder engagement is indeed at the end of the chain. Okay? But can you guys tell me, managed stakeholder engagement is here, what is here? Managed stakeholder engagement is here, what is here? What is to the side of managed stakeholder engagement? If you did indeed chat in monitor stakeholder engagement, I doff my hat to you. Great job. Great job. Now, let's make a jump up to the top of the table again and tell me what is the first and the second thing that you find in the monitoring and controlling process group. I mean, this is a big process group. A lot of people don't know that monitoring and controlling is lethal. It's like a power line, especially when you hook it up with planning. It's lethal, and that's why you want to get all of those 12. You want to get all of them under control. You know the sequence: 2, 24, 10, 12. This is where the 12 are. Just remember, 1 for every month. For every month, that's to be on 12 right now. So give it to me. What is the first of the 12? Did I get any chats for the first of the 12? Okay, the first of the 12 is monitor and control project work. All right, good. Second of the 12, perform integrated change control. Yeah? Very good. I appreciate you chatting in. And part of chatting in is reinforcing your knowledge. It's reinforcing your understanding. All right? So I really appreciate this. Hold on a second. I got to speak to someone from headquarters. Hold on. Don't go away. I got a message come in a few seconds ago, and I really need to make sure. But while I do that, while I check this message, will you do me a favor and tell me one of the big ticket items? I mean, this is a huge item that comes from monitor and control project work. Do you know what it is? Tell me. First person to chat this in gets reported to the PMI for good behavior. Someone says, Phil, I want you to report me to the PMI for good behavior so I'll get 100 on the PMP exam. You amuse me. But I really appreciate you chatting in, okay? I really, really do. Trust me, I really do appreciate it. But anyway, let me check this message from headquarters while I wait for your answer, okay? So I'm just going to hang around and wait for your answer. And I do want to say, you know, before I get back to business, Zoalnon, thank you very much for chatting in, okay? The John, thank you for chatting in. I really appreciate your engagement. And those are the two bosses in my PMPs to be that I'm going to send a little because you know when your buddy Phil got in, and you know that under most circumstances, you know I'm going to reward you for your chats. So this is what I'm going to do for you, all right? Just both of them, no one else. Hey, don't stop chatting in now that I've told you what's coming out of the goodie bag. But Zoalnan and DeJohn, I'm going to give you some boss prep stuff that will give you ammo like this, knowledge ammo to take out the exam. A lot of people don't know, but I've been in my lab. I've been in my lab over the past number of days. You see, a lot of people on the exam, they don't have a plan. But I got some ammo for you guys, like real great knowledge ammo. And this is going to help you plan to take out all of these 49 we've been talking about. Seriously. By the end of tomorrow, I'm going to hook you guys up with my 14-day sick prep plan to take out the exam. Seriously. Send an email. Just you two, all right? Just you two. Just Zoalnon and DeJohn. Both DeJohn too, right? Both of you guys, I'm going to give you access to my 14-day wicked plan to take out the exam, all right? Send in an email to support@praizion.com, all right? I'm going to reward you, seriously. This is like a 1-hour plan of how to study for the exam. Even if you're not signed up for our program, you're still going to be able to use it. Think about it. 14 days to kill the exam. I've outlined every detail. So like now I'm giving you the top of the waves. In my 14-day plan, I've outlined all of the details that you need to slay the test. You better believe it. I'm going to hook you up with that. So send an email to support@praizion.com. By the end of tomorrow, I'm going to hook you up with it. It's on Vimeo. And every day for 14 days, watch the video. It's going to instruct you day by day how to kill it. And I just wanted to let you know that because I really do appreciate you chatting in all of these great answers. All right? So do me a favor, folks. Why don't you chat in right now so that I know you heard what I said? Okay? So Alnon and DeJohn too. You guys chat in and just to show me that you heard what I said. Okay? So DeJohn too, thank you for chatting in change request. Change request is a very important output of monitor and control project work. But it's not the one. It's not the one that I'm looking for. The one I'm looking for starts with the letter W. Or should I say W? George W. It begins with W. Can you guess? Come on, let's go. We still got stuff to talk about. Come on. So we are done with executing. We are monitoring and controlling. And my question is, what comes out of monitor and control project work that is so key and crucial, apart from change request? And I was looking for a W, but I didn't get a W. Thank you, Zoalnon. Well, the answer to it is work performance reports. Work performance reports is that thing that you get out, okay? So, I will continue to entertain you. Please take a seat, my friend. So, we've talked about monitor and control project work. Next comes perform integrated change control. Can you guys tell me what comes out of perform integrated change control? Do you know? What comes out of PICC? Do you know what comes out? What is the big ticket item that does not come from anywhere else that comes from PICC? Do you know? All right, seems like I'm not getting the chats I want. But I'll give you the answer because you've been very good. The answer is approved change request. Your approved change requests come out of here. Okay? Approved change requests come out of performing a change control. Do you know where they go? Do you know one place they go that is crucial? Where do approved change requests go? I'm glad I'm pushing you to the limit here. Because when I don't get correct answers, I know I'm pushing you to the limit. Zoalnon, thank you very much for chatting in. But the big ticket item, approved change request, it goes to direct and manage project work. It also goes to control quality. Did you know that? I could go on and on. But anyway, let's move on. Let me try and get done so that you guys can get back to studying. All right? After performing a great change control, we've already spoken about what comes next. What is it? 3, 2, 1. It's validate scope. What comes after validate scope going down? 3, 2, 1. It's control scope. Are you enjoying the game? Look, very few instructors will engage you like I am. I try my best to keep it fresh for you. So you better be smiling and don't be rolling your eyes at me. Come on, let's go. So after control scope, we have what? Control schedule. After control schedule, what do we have? Control cost. After control cost, what do we have? Control quality. After control quality, what do we have? Come on, it's not that hard. Thank you, Dejan too. I appreciate you. Thank you, Zoalnan. You are hitting it like no man's business. Goodness. You are just killing it. I definitely made the right choice for a reward tonight. My goodness, you guys are just very good. All right, we're about to round up this section, but talking about resources, have you ever thought about the fact that the people doing all the work are the people and the element that the project is dependent on? You see, a lot of people, a lot of managers, you know, when I go to train companies, I ask them, what do you do for develop team? Because it's part of resource management, obviously. And they say, we send them for training. I'm like, did you know that part of PMI's dogma is reward and recognition? Do you know that you should be rewarding the team? People are clueless. But anyway, I just thought you should know about that since we are in resources. But anyway, after control resources, what comes next? After control resources, what comes next? Monitor communications. Very good. Thank you for chatting that in. Okay. After monitor communications, what comes next? So here's the trick. With monitor communications, what follows is also called monitor. You see? Monitor communications, and then monitor what? Chat into me. Assure me that you know it. I ain't got no chat yet. After monitor communications comes what? After monitor communications, nope, I ain't seen no chats yet. All right, I'm gonna have to tell you guys the answer. After monitor communications comes monitor risks. See? Oh, thank you, Dejan. Oh, you chatted in. Thank you, Zoalman. Awesome. I see you guys chatted it in. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, let's see. After monitor risks is a control one. Please be my guest. Be my guest. Thank you very much. All right. So, enough of the jokes. We are now at the end of monitoring and controlling. All right. So, we got 2 left. After monitor communications, monitor risks, then we've got control procurement, and last but not least, we've got another one that begins with the letter M. I've already asked you about this. What is it? It's monitor stakeholder engagement. So you guys have done really well. Now, with a huge rousing round of applause, let us welcome our final process. What is our final process? I'm going to give you a clue. Our final process is called close projects or phase. So both of you who chatted in, I really appreciate it. I'm going to give you my curriculum, 14 days to X out the PMP exam, to take it out, to take the door off the hinges of the exam. You know, my approach is always one of go, go, go. Do it. Don't just sit down. Do something, all right? So tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow, you guys are going to get my 14 episode, how to take out the exam in 14 days. It's video. I'm going to give you access for 1 full month, and I'm hoping that by the end of November, December-ish, you guys are going to kill the exam. I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you for joining me on the journey. This is just a quick way of kicking the tires, a quick kick of the tires. So I want you guys, I'm going to chat in right now. I want you guys to send me that message. And for those of you watching after the fact, don't get all emotional. Of course, you know I've got you covered. Now, if you want to be part of this curriculum, right, I'm going to put the link like down below in the next 24 hours. If you want to be part of this curriculum for the 14-day challenge, you can sign up. I mean, this is the cost of a Happy Meal, virtually. It's only $9.99, $9.99. So for those of you who want to be on it, I will allow you to join at the entry price, $9.99. After that, it will go up to $19.99. So by the end of tomorrow, come back to this video, click on the link for the 14 days, 1-4, not 40, 1-4. It's aggressive. I tell you, this curriculum, it doesn't just go down or across. It's all over the place after a number of days. I think you're really, really going to enjoy this curriculum, all right? So, Dejan, Zoalnon, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And thank you for appreciating me, because it takes some effort to be here on a Sunday talking about PMP stuff. I've got a class tomorrow. I've got travel, like major travel coming up this week. And I've got classes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It starts again on Monday. So this takes effort. So I didn't come to play. I came to get you paid so that you can kill the test. Boom. All right, folks. I'll see you. Take care and keep on truck now.